James Carpenter with Country Living. Welcome to my channel and thank you for watching my videos. Hello everyone. I wanted to take a few minutes to just talk about prepping. And you know, I guess I was inspired to do this video for a couple reasons, but I had a young man in my office this morning. He was like a parts delivery type person, and he got on the subject of preppers. And at his age, I would say he was in his early 20s. It took me back to when I was in my early 20s, which would have been about 1972 or 73, right in there. And I've pretty much been a prepper all these years. I've, you know, stored food for many years, and I've also got other items that are necessary for survival, like your household goods would be an example. Things that we're not allowed to talk about on YouTube that go bang bang. A lot of that's stored up, and a lot of the freeze-dried foods, and a lot of the foods that we put up ourselves. And just recently we started gardening again. You know, there's a lot of talk about what they may be putting in our food at this point, since they can't get everybody to take the jab. I've seen in my lifetime a decline in the United States, which is very unfortunate because we're a great country, but right now we don't have decent leadership. You can see by some of the things that's been going on for the last 2 years. I think we're closer now to some kind of catastrophic event, not necessarily natural, but you know, there's so many different rumors of war with this Ukraine deal, the China invasion of Taiwan, North Korea, a lot of activity in that area there. Plus, the big one is, and most people may or may not be aware of this, is the rest of the world's moving away from the dollar. Okay, the dollar used to be king. You had to buy all your oil with the dollar. Well, that's all been changing here over the last few months. And you've got Russia and China backing their currencies with gold. And quite a few countries are flocking towards that as the new mighty currency, so to speak. So with the inflation we're having right now, and all these countries getting away from the US dollar, that's going to make the inflation even worse. We could be about as close as we're going to get to, you know, maybe depression type situation, something along those lines. I know I've been preparing since the early 70s, and you know, with that in mind, I really feel we're closer than I've ever seen it, and hopefully it never happens. But one thing I wanted to talk about is I know that if the electrical grid goes down or the internet goes down, we lose what, 90% of our information. You know, just about everything comes through cable TV or cable internet. And obviously electricity is a major plus. But if something were to happen to any of those items, we would be back to what's called old school books. So I've got a little display on the table here I'm going to show you. It's books that I've been collecting over the years. And today I made a decision to vacuum seal each and every book. And you're probably thinking, why would you vacuum seal the books? Well, you know, oxygen is one of the biggest reasons things decay. And if I can keep the oxygen away from the paper, it's going to extend the life. So we vacuum seal our food. I'll vacuum seal my books. And if you're thinking, well, you can't read them books if they're vacuum sealed. Well, I'm going to read the books when I absolutely need to read the books, which would be when the event takes place. I've got quite a bit of knowledge in my head already. Born and raised in the country, I stand a pretty good chance as it is. And the books, they'll be taken out of the vacuum sealed packages and used when needed. But I'm not going to sit back and read all these books. I'm not going to retain all that information anyhow, but I'll have the books available when the internet does fail or the electric grid does go down. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of these books. I'll move through here a little bit slow so you can see the title for each book. And the Road Atlas, you know, back in the 70s we didn't have GPS. You could take either a fold-up map or a road atlas and read that puppy while you're going down the road. You had to find your way around, so I'm really good at reading maps. These are small pamphlets, but sometimes even pamphlets can carry, you know, helpful information. Now there are all kinds of books out there. I'm not here promoting any book in particular, but to be honest with you, any information is better than no information. Okay, so that's all the books that I'm going to vacuum seal today. I'll get busy, I'll vacuum seal a few of them, and then I'll show you what they look like in the plastic bags, and then I'll put them in a container and I'll store them with the rest of my survival goods. Okay, so I got them all vacuum sealed, and you know, I was thinking about it too, that in an emergency, you know, you could always have water damage or have to move hastily, and the books get damaged due to weather. As you can see, some of the older ones, like this Back to Eden, how yellow it looks on the side. Here's another older one, already starting to show some age. But then we look at a newer one and see how white the paper is. So I believe it's to my advantage to seal these books up, put them with the rest of my survival goods, and then pray that it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, I'll be surely glad that I'm prepared, and hopefully I'll make it through with just a minimum amount of inconvenience compared to families that basically have what's in the cupboards and that's it. That'll run out shortly in a few days, and then I don't know what these people are going to do then, but time will tell. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. Vacuum sealing, I do my ammunition that way, I do my food that way. I just feel more comfortable having everything sealed up. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.